What's up, good people? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Isaac Insights. Thank you so much for your continuous support. Yes, and good people, today I was in Kitale. I hope you have seen the video. Yes, we thank God I have traveled safely to Kakamega, and here I am. We are also preparing for another beautiful project coming up. Most likely tomorrow I'll be in Bungoma to update you on what we are doing. We are finalizing there. Tuko kwa zile dakika za lala salama. So good people, the main aim of this video, I want to talk to someone who is planning to build his or her retirement home. I understand most people always work and they always give themselves target that by the end of this year I want to do this. By the end of this year, I want to do this. But when it comes to retirement home, it's always a different case, because when you are building a retirement home, it is much different from what some of us have built. Sisi wengine tumejenga tu zile nyumba za kuanza maisha za kuishi tu, but retirement homes will be coming. So what are my thoughts about retirement home? For anyone planning to build a retirement home, to me, I think this should be a house that you will not live to regret that I did this. So the following are some of the things that you need to consider when you are building a retirement home. Number one, and anyone who is in that condition, I'm talking about people above 35 years. By the way, when you are 35 years and you are employed, you need to start thinking about retirement home now, because if you wait for 45 years, you will only have 10 years to do a retirement home, na zile majukumu zingine zinakuja within those 10 or 15 years, utapata ni mingi, so you will just have to rush na ujenge kitu yenye uenda uregret baadaye, sasa hii nilifanya nini. So what are some of the things that you need to do when you are thinking about a retirement home? When you think about a retirement home, you need to think about land. Number one, you need to think about land. Think about the size of land that you want. Think about what you have. If you have children, also think about watoto wako wataweza kujenga wapi. I understand most people always have this kiburi of saying, mimi najenga yangu, watoto wataenda kujenga yao. To me, I think that is somehow not fair, because even some of us, we did build in our ancestral land, and the main aim of building in ancestral land, even if we happen to buy different places and build our homes, we have our roots. So when you are thinking about retirement home, you need to think about your children. You need to think about roots of your children. I don't know if you are together with me. When I say that, si kwa ubaya, but at least watoto wako wakiwa pale, they get even the energy of coming back home and saying hi to you when you are at that old age. That time you want your grandchildren to play around you. It may look something that is not a must at the moment, but in the near future, you will agree with me that it's always essential. So after thinking about the land that you are building on your retirement home, number two, you need a plan. You have the land. Sit down with someone who can help you even planning that land. Where will be your retirement house? Where will be, which space will remain? How will landscaping look like? You need to put all that together, and then go ahead. Good people, you are not lucky. Mvua imekuja. I'll be making an official video. Nasikia mvua inakuja, but wacha tu tuongee, kakikuja tunahepa. So after once you sit with someone, look at your land. Think about how are you going to plan that home, so that in the future when you are thinking about boya anakuja kujenga, atajenga wapi? Nani anakuja anataka kanyumba kake na familia yake, ataweka wapi? I understand most people always feel like hata watoto wanaweza tuishi ndani ya hiyo nyumba, but for me, mvua imekuja. Good people, thank you God. So good people, I'm back. Mvua imenitorosha lakini nimerudi. Kameenda pia na mimi nikafuata mbio, lazima tumalize. So when we are talking about plan, we are not just talking about the house. You know, if you get a good architect and he visit your place, anaona shamba, then you give him your idea. They are supposed to replicate it on paper in a way you find that your house is located the way it's located on your land or plot. But anyone planning to build a retirement home, for me I always advise, don't go and buy a plot. Retirement home ni unatafuta a very serene place where we will say developing places. Kama wewe ni mtu wa Kakamega unaenda kule na Bakolo, you know Navakholo in Kakamega, it's only place mali hakuna lami. Kakamega County. Na umekuwa kwa serikali since 2013 because that huyo mheshimiwa alikuwa Jubilee akakuja hizi vitu but they have never had a tarmac road. So anyone planning to build a retirement home, you need something like an acre. Plan on that, a full acre. You need a kitchen garden, upande matunda pia pale kando, upande nini, all those things zinakuwa kwa retirement home. And then you need a house. Your house in this case should be spacious, should be a house that will not regret that I built a house na mwisho wa siku ni kama pia hata siku jenga unaanza kuregret, unaanza kusumbua watoto wako wakisha kuwa wakubwa. Sisemi ati wale wazazi wanajengewa wanasumbua, but you will find that at your old age your children waanze kusumbukana ati tunataka kujengea baba or mama. So when planning, when talking about a retirement home, think about 3-bedroom house or 4-bedroom house. That house will cost you probably a lot, but since it's a retirement home, you don't need to rush. You don't need to give your yourself deadlines that I want this house done in 3 months. I want this house done 4 months. Anyone planning for retirement home, after planning your home, panda matunda kidogo, panda miti, panda nini, let that home start growing. Then landscaping will come in also. But do landscaping after doing the structure. You know, most people do not understand that if you happen to do landscaping before you do the structure, you are the one who will be disadvantaged in a way. The time you will start supplying materials, unapata trailer ama hizo matipa zina mahali pa kupigia kona, so zinaharibu your landscape. So it's better you do landscaping after doing the structure. So ensure you do a structure, and that structure you need also strategies to build a retirement house. Some of the retirements that you need is some of the strategies that you need is you just go. First step, I always advise, build your structure, build foundation to wall plate, then do the roof. Then these other things to do with the plastering, finishing, you can do it in stages following your strategies, because you are the only person who know your income. Maybe even your wife does not know that you are earning this much, or your parents or your children. It's you who can plan your income. Ujue kila mwezi nitakuwa nafanya nini. For example, a house we did in Bungoma, it's a good example. Our client said that she has done that house for the last 10 years. But you see, in the last 2 weeks, amefanya plastering, akafanya ceiling, akaeka tiles na akafanya skimming. So the house is ready for other finishings within a short period of time. But it's a house that has been built in the last 10 years. So it's just advisable that when you are planning for retirement home, tena kamvua kameanza, ni kama nitaacha hii video, I'll do it another day. But as you plan on your knee, ensure that the house you are building you will not regret in future. Also, ensure that you consider future. Some of us can at least see where construction will be in the near future. If you have been following kutoka huko nyuma ukiangalia history, you can predict future, nyumba zitakuwa aje. Also, so try and build a modern house. Try and build a house where after retirement itakuwa bado inakutamanisha. Unajua moyo, tumeumbiwa moyo na moyo ni wa kupenda. So jenga ile nyumba utapenda hata kama umeretire. It's just like a woman. When you are marrying a woman, don't just look at that beauty ile I'm not good to advise marriage, but if you get a woman, for us young people, unaoa ule msichana unaangalia akizeeka atakuwa aje, atakuwa anapendeza kufika hizo siku. Good people, there is a lot of manyunyo hapa, na mimi sitaki niendelee kunyeshewa hapa. I'll do a very nice video for you, just talking about retirement home, just talking about that journey of building a retirement home, bringing that idea that you have to life. You don't need to build a 2-bedroom home to call it your retirement home. That will not be your retirement home. That is just like me who built a 2-bedroom house, kuanza maisha, na tunamuomba Mungu akiweza kutuwezesha tujenge nyumba zingine kubwa when it comes to tukianza kufikiria mambo ya retirement. Good people, up to there I say thank you so much. Mimi Manyunyo sitavumilia. I just say thank you. May God bless you. I would like most of you to build retirement homes, and retirement homes involve a beautiful house. You can build that structure, do finishing step by step. At the end of the day, you will achieve your goal. Good people, thank you. God bless you. God bless your family, and in everything that you do, put Him first.